You can see here, there are at least 3 or 4 of these matters that can be consecutive. You can take the counts, make them concurrent to each other, come up with a max sentence, but in the event of a VOP, then those matters would be run consecutive to each other. Okay, Mr. Belizaire has arrived. It's now 10 after 10. Good morning. Now, Mr. Tebbenhoff, one of the things that we wanted to clear up, have you had other attorneys? Or only Mr. Belizaire? I'm talking to you.
I know,
You don't have to talk to your lawyer to answer that question. He didn't hire the other lawyers. You did. So talk to me.
I had one attorney that was given to me, Diane Alessandro, I believe it was, through the
public defender.
She came one day, and then I got notice in the mail that there was a conflict, and then I was given Landry. So.
Okay. You were hired on the pool list?
That's correct, Judge. I'm a pool attorney.
Now, do we have a change of attorney, Bob, in the promise gavel system? Let's do it right now.
Judge, I have the substitution typed up. We just got to get it started.
How long has this substitution of attorney been floating around?
Today, Judge. I just got retained yesterday.
Well, Judge, up until yesterday...
when were you retained?
Yesterday. He gave me money yesterday.
Judge, up until yesterday, I had
uncertainty. We've been talking about it, Mr. Tebbenhoff, how to get the files together. I wasn't about to put my name on something, get the grand jury. I had to see what I was involved in.
You realize that once you're in this case, you're in.
Oh, I understand.
Whether it be a trial, whether it be a plea, you're in. Because one of the things we're going to do today is set a trial date. If you resolve it today, fine. If you don't resolve it, we'll go to trial.
We're trying to resolve it today, Judge.
I understand. Is that the substitution?
Yes, Judge. And I paid for the transcript out of my own pocket so that we wouldn't have any problems today. Mr. Tebbenhoff has the transcript.
How much was the transcript?
$251.
You should be reimbursed for that. That's a disbursement. That's not a fee. You would have ordered it anyway. You would need it.
I think there's still a balance of $50 over. You have the bill there.
No, I paid that. Yeah, in order to pick it up, you have to pay the full balance. You put a $200 deposit, and then when you pick it up, you pay it.
You should reimburse the attorney for that cost. Okay? What does that mean?
Again, I don't know the system, but I was told by Landry in the beginning that it was going to be ordered through the public defender's office. So.
You just heard him, okay?
Okay.
You would not have the transcript right now.
Okay. That's fine.
Judge, if Mr. Tebbenhoff doesn't have the money, it's fine. I just wanted this matter resolved because it's been very complicated, and it's a small burden on me to pay the $250. That's not really a problem.
Well, I think it's unfair that you would have to pay disbursements.
Judge, to correct something, there are 6 victims here.
I'm sorry?
6 victims. 6.
Okay. So we're talking second, third, basically, on individual counts?
Correct, Your Honor.
So how did you come up with 20?
If
you run 10 and 10, that's 20. 5 and 5 would be 30.
I was going under the two victims running consecutive. You could go up to 3 victims going consecutive under the state of Yarborough, but I was...
They're different victims at different dates.
You're correct, Your Honor. I was trying to take a little bit more.
No, but he should understand
he's facing
that it's not quite as simple as a 3rd degree. It's not quite as simple as a 2nd degree. He could go to jail for up to 30 years. That's real time.
That's correct.
And I don't know if this was explained to him, but we're going to tell him in crystal clear terms. If you're found guilty, you could have a period of parole disqualification, meaning up to 1/2 of the total. And these are possibilities. Prosecutor has to prove all the elements. If that happens, are there prior criminal offenses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so no extended term. If the prosecutor is successful, and if it's found that these offenses are different offenses on different days with different victims, they can be run consecutive rather than concurrent, which means that I'm not saying that you would wind up with 30 years. You could wind up with 30 years. Maybe because of no prior record, it comes down in terms of the overall sentencing, but I'm just trying to tell you there is some real exposure here. And if, in fact, you are guilty, now is the time to work out a plea agreement. If you're not guilty and you think you deserve a trial, fine. We'll set it down for trial and we'll finish this matter. Now,
Judge, with respect to the substitution, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have
You have it?
two original copies. I don't know if the court...
you have your copy stamped?
Yes, both of them are stamped.
Okay. Each of the attorneys should have it. This way, Mr. Belazaire will be finished with his business here this morning.
Should I forward a copy to the court, or does the court want the original?
I'm going to take...
We made copies.
Oh, you have made copies?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're taken care of.
So I can be excused, Judge?
Now, Mr. Tebbenhoff,
Yes.
you understand that Mr. Belazaire will no longer be the attorney?
Yes.
And your new attorney will take over in this matter?
Yes.
Now, I just want to make sure, I don't want to have any disagreements. The new attorney will continue with this case until it's resolved one way or another.
Hopefully we'll resolve it today.
I understand. I understand. I have to spell things out in the alternative because around here, alternatives occur, right? Not everything ends blissfully, with a plea resolution, but
Yeah,
if
the
we can
only-
do that, we'll try.
The only stumbling block is Mr. Tebbenhoff has no money to shut the gas off in the
Don't file a motion with me telling me that you're not getting paid and all that. No.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just telling you because I have attorneys that file applications on the promise that they're going to get money. Don't even think about sending in an application that says there's a breakdown in communication because my client hasn't paid me. If you're entering this forest right now, know that you will have to walk through the entire forest.
More like a war zone, Judge.
However you want to describe it, I don't want to have to deal with another attorney.
I understand that, Judge. Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to Brian now. Hopefully we'll work it out. The problem is the restitution, how much he can come up with.